Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Once again, Saw X. I am not the biggest fan of the Saw franchise. I mean, not much of a fan. Of course, I Saw 1, Saw 2. I think I saw some of Saw 3. I can't remember because I mean, I definitely after Saw 2, I think I was just like, I'm out, just it was like torture porn to me. Anytime I saw a trailer for a new Saw, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, recently they in the last few years they tried to kind of, I guess, revive the franchise after some years with Jigsaw and then Spiral, which I thought about seeing because I mean it has Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, but I didn't get around to watching them. So as there is a Saw X, the 10th installment, as we had Fast X as well come out. Um, I don't know. I mean, I can't see me being elated or really interested in going to see this because as much I love horror, but I love like suspense horror and all that. I'm not a big fan of the again torture porn as you might call it. I mean, traps and all that stuff are cool and all that, but if it's as far as creativity and what's going in them and them getting in, if they were to focus on that more than the actual gore, guts, violence of it all, then I'd probably be a little more interested, I think, in the Saw franchise. But, anyways, let's go take a look and see if maybe, as someone who's kind of swore off the Saw franchise a while ago, if they can interest me or, anyone like me. So, here we go.
The cancer is still spreading. I'm afraid there's nothing else we can do. There is one person who might be able to help.
Our program is a two-pronged treatment outside Mexico City. The results have been stunning.
She saved my life.
You're in very good hands with us.
After that, what happens then?
Your whole life happens then. John Kramer.
According to these scans, the tumor was never removed.
How much time do I have?
Months, at best.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done. Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you is very real.
Peace came upon me. No light, no sound.
The only thing I have not provided is your anesthetic. But trust me, you will want to remain alert.
Out of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer?
Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your cerebral tissue into the glass enzyme tank. This will save your life.
So sleep, silent angel. Don't you sleep.
This is not retribution. It's a reawakening. Live or die. The choice is yours.
Yeah, no. Nope, 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 nope. I do not think so. I mean, I don't think I could be described as like squeamish or anything, but there's like it's one thing that in the midst of a story, if there's a little bit of gore or this or that in the midst of the story, and I'm trying to think how to say this, because I want to say that seems to make sense in the structure of it. That's one thing, you know. Whereas I guess in the sense of these stories, it makes sense. But at the same point, it's just like it's the torture for the torture, you know. It's, I guess, what are these people willing to do to sacrifice to try to get out? And again, that's one of the things that made the first Saw, I think, so novel and interesting when it first came out, because again, as it was the first of it, and we didn't have, we had other movies kind of in that vein, but not really. So not a whole lot like there obviously have been now. Um, you know, but I mean, that's one of the first novel things, you see. Just, I mean, as far as the story unfolds, and yes, there are the horrific kills and all, and ultimately the choice where again, I think it was Cary Elwes, had to cut off his foot and everything, which I believe in either Jigsaw or Spiral was kind of explained that he was actually part of it. I don't know, but this is just from the trailers, because again, I haven't seen the movies. But that was one thing, it was more of a psychological thing. But then, like I said, after that, it just became, okay, how can we kill somebody in the most gory, gruesome way? And I don't know, because it's one thing, like, for instance, like the Final Destination franchise, for instance, of course there are kills there, and there's some goriness here and there, or whatever. But like I said, it's more creative things. It's not the, oh my God, like I said, again, people, as we saw in this thing, having to cut into your own brain. It looked like one dude had his arms cut off and there was something stuck to it, or in his hands, or whatever. Girl with, someone with that thing across their neck, or she had to, like using, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but, using wire to like saw her leg off. And it's just like, yeah, no, not for me. Again, for some of you, that might be right up your alley. That might be, you're like, yeah, I love the Saw movies and this and that. But, you know what? That is one thing I will ask, because, I normally mention the comic things later. But please, if you're a Saw fan, help me to understand, if you will, what is the love, the fascination of this franchise, because it's still going, obviously. I mean, I had thought that, it had diminishing returns over the years, and that's why they stopped making them for a while. And then, like I said, they tried to kind of semi reboot, requel it, or whatever, and here we are at number 10. So yeah, I guess for those who are fans of the Saw franchise, let me know, what is it about these movies that you love so much? Is it literally just because of the kills and seeing how gory they can be and this and that? I mean, are there more story to it than I take it for, after the first couple of Saws, or what? So I don't know. But as always, feel free to share, subscribe, hopefully give me a like if you like my content, hit that notification button, so you know when I drop something new. As I said, if you will, leave a comment below, let me know what you thought of the trailer for Saw X. Again, if you're a Saw fan, what do you love about it that you've loved about this franchise? If you're not as much a Saw fan like me, when did you check out in it, and why? Is it kind of like some of the things I've said, or something else completely? But as always, thanks for watching. Peace.